What up, everybody? Welcome to another Clown World. Today, we're going to talk about this video here. I've seen this a while ago, but I thought I'm going to make a video about it so I can give my own feedback about how I feel about the situation. This woman she was married for 23 years with her husband, and she decided to leave him, or the relationship decided to go sideways. Anyway, she decided to leave him, and now she's regretting it. Let's listen to what she's going to say, and I'm just going to give you my feedback and what I think about the situation itself.
He makes more than $18,000 a month easily, and now I sit here and try not to cry. Why? Because my ex has so much money. He makes more than $18,000 a month easily, and now I sit here with the triggers because he's going to the Clemson Notre Dame game with my kids. I can't just randomly for that. Hell, I can't even get them all in the same room at the same time. So I sit here, and I'm gonna get through this trigger. I'm gonna suck it up, Buttercup, and I'll move on. But it's not.
I kind of feel sorry for her. She must have not seen the value that her relationship had. She must have not seen the value that this man brought to the relationship. She decided to leave him. Now she's feeling the loneliness and the unhappiness that's going through her soul. She can't even get her children all in one room. Imagine that. Imagine you can't even get your own children in one room to sit with you, and your reality is kicking into her. She's like, damn, I did this to lose this. But we all do things in life that we regret, and we have to just find a way to live through that regret. So let's do this. Let's continue.
Not fair. It's not fair. I'm pissed.
Welcome back, family. Today we are going to review this 47-year-old woman who decided to leave her 23-year-old stable marriage in order to find her happiness. And then she had the nerve to get mad and jealous at her ex-husband because he is doing much better financially after the divorce. Let me start by showing how much this woman can victimize herself. I mean, if there was a Victim Olympics competition, this woman would have strike gold. Now, before the sweet tears, let's watch her summarize her life story in a few minutes.
Hey, it's Jenna. Recently divorced and kind of figuring out this new way of life. I was married for 23 years and with that person for 3 years prior. So for a total of 26 years of my life, I have been out of the game of dating, making friends, going out, and stuff like that as a single woman in her 40s. Yeah, I'm 47. So I've raised children. My children are adult children now. And it's kind of interesting because it's so lonely at this stage in life after divorce, especially with older children, because you make all your friends when they're younger, or at least I did. I met my friends mostly through my kids' activities. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I took them to practices. I went to school, all that stuff. During my marriage, my weight went up and down. My looks fluctuated depending on health needs or what mental state I was in because of the abuse I was dealing with. And also just having children and being exhausted, literally doing everything.
What she's complaining about, there's a lot of women out there who are praying, hoping that they had a life like that they can actually raise children, they can be with a partner for 23 years. There's a lot of people in this world that can't have someone for 23 years. The stage that we live right now in life, if you're willing to destroy your marriage, or you're willing to let your marriage go sideways like this, and you're 47 years old, she's nearly reaching her 50s. She still looks good though for someone that's almost around her 50s. But she's going to find it hard to find someone to emotionally connect with. She's going to find it hard. She's going to find someone, but it's just not going to be the person that she wants to be. She's already said, my children are in the house. All my friends I met them because I had the children. So basically, her life was only based on her children. Now the children are gone. Her husband is gone. She only have a cat. How's that going?
So as your children get older and as you go through changes in life like divorce or anything like that, your looks will tend to change. Mine have obviously changed a little bit. Actually, a lot. I have an autoimmune disease, so I did not have control over my weight for many years. And once they got my medications under control, and then I got out of my toxic environment, and honestly, I find refuge in the gym. I live in the gym. I have always been an athlete. I have always loved to work out. So this is not anything new. Nothing's going to change in like 6 months. When I'm healed, I will always be a gym rat. But it's interesting because I found that, this new day and age, I've kind of gotten into TikToks and all that stuff, and social media. I'm a photographer. Like, that's part of my job. I'm a visual communications major back in the day. Everything I do is visual. And so this was like something I could grasp to, I could feel, I could see, touch, all that stuff.
I also feel like what she's saying right now, she's saying that she feel more free to do the things that she wanted to do while she was married. I think I can sense regret that she's regretting that she spent 23 years with this person and she couldn't do the things that she wanted to do. But also in the same time, if she wasn't with this person for 23 years, she couldn't have had this life that she's living. The life that she had before all this emptiness started to sink in. I think at the moment of maybe the hype of when she's leaving her husband, she felt good. She felt like she's about to conquer a world. She's single. She's independent. She's strong. Blah, blah, blah. This are all this shit that all these fucking feminist women are spilling out. Like they've literally are vomiting all this shit towards other women. You're so much better off of walking away from the man that you have right now. So you can be free, you can be all the stuff that you want to be. You can do what you want to do, you can do whatever. But the thing is, after doing that, after leaving your man, living the life that you want to live, be all happy, having girls time and girls night, blah, 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 blah. Then what? Then the loneliness sink in. Then you realize, oh shit, you have no one to hold at night. You have no one to ask you how you're doing. You have no one to tell you, hey babe, how was your day today? Are you okay? You have no one to check on you. You have no one to feel like you feel like you've lost your best friend. Your best friend was the person that you was with, your partner. That was your best friend. You don't have it no more. It's gone. I mean, you might find it, but it's not gonna be the same as it was. It's not. It's like if you leave someone and you end up with somebody else, that relationship is not going to be the same. You can't turn that person that you're with now to become the person that you was with.
Many times how I don't connect online, just through text and all that stuff. So it's interesting to me, some things, and I wanted to bring everybody's attention, that I had recently come across and heard a ton. I have had so many people message, comment. I've even had people in my personal life say, you look expensive, or you're really pretty, so you probably, I don't understand why you would complain about that. Like pretty girls can't have problems, or pretty girls can't feel.
I mean, everybody have problem. Most other single people in the world are pretty girls, because I'm giving a quick example. Sometimes when the woman is too pretty, some men feel like she's getting all the attention anyway. Why the hell do I need to talk to her? Sometimes a woman looks so good that the men don't even acknowledge her in the room. They don't even see her, because they know that she doesn't even have to fucking worry, because she's gonna get attention from A and B and C. But sometimes what people don't realize is that woman that you would see that looks pretty, that looks good, that looks expensive, she's single. She has no one. I mean, you shouldn't be afraid to approach someone and say, hi, how you doing? Would you like to go for a drink? I don't know you, but I would like to get to know you. Blah, 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 blah. Just do that. And if she says no, that's why I'm so sorry for disturbing you. Have a good day. Bye. Be respectful. Be respectful about it. Don't be, you think you're better than me? Yeah. Nah, man. We don't live through that time no more. Come on. Be a gentleman. Be a gentleman. So if you see a woman like this and she looks pretty and she looks whatever, she looks like she's done her lips, maybe when she She left the man. She done her lips. She looks like she's taking care of herself. She wants to look good. She's going to the gym. And I mean, no, she wants to find someone because she won't go through all this shit if she doesn't want to find someone to be with. Maybe that's what she want. But still, though, it's not going to be the man that she had children with. But let's continue.
Sad about anything. Lots of girls get this. The guy just wants to get that girl's attention. Someone they've seen on social media for whatever reason. She's a girl in their town they know. She has the looks that she wants. Whatever the reason is. But they really don't want anything with that girl. They just want the ego boost, the attention for that moment and all that stuff. And then they move on. And so I've had this happen several times. And I've said to my girlfriends in close confidence, and I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? And they're like, you're not doing anything. They knew immediately that you were out of their league. They just wanted you to be the toy. They wanted to, get you and play with this shiny toy that they thought was so pretty, or they thought had all these attributes that they wanted. But they knew they couldn't keep you because they couldn't, you're out of their league.
No, ma'am. You got pumped and dumped by Chad. You can try to make yourself feel better by saying that these men were out of your league, but the truth of the matter is that you played yourself by leaving your husband thinking that you could do better. Look where you are now.
Yep.
This past year has been the hardest of my life, and this next season of the holiday season, I just triggered myself. It's gonna be really, really hard. I could be.
That's the sound of loneliness, people. That's the sound of loneliness kicking in. You see? Like, she was all right in the beginning when she left her man. She was happy. She was good. Her girls tell her, maybe, you're better off without him. And then shit start kicking in slowly. Reality start knocking on the door. And she realized, shit. She realized that this road that she's on ain't gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard. Cause she did in the beginning of the video, when you listen to what she's saying, she says that her husband is making more money right now than that he's single. So that means that the man that she left, he doesn't have any children no more because his children are already grown, and he's single. I don't know what age the man is, but he has money. He's making maybe $18,000 a month easily because he has a good job. Yeah, this and that. That's a high target for most women out there. There are girls out there that are going to line up to be with this man because he doesn't have any children issues no more because his children are already grown. Right? So he doesn't have to like, oh shit, I need to get a babysitter. No, they're already grown. He's single. His wife left him. Maybe he's not even sitting there crying about her. She's sitting here. She's going to start crying in the river because she's going to see this man live his life. She is not going to be happy of the shit that's going to start happening in her life. I hope she's ready because, yeah, the road to happiness, to her happiness, is going to be very hard and bumpy. Not saying she can't find happiness. I'm not going to say that she can't find happiness. She would be able to find someone to make her happy. But would she be happy though?
Right now, I'm not going to cry. Because I wanted to kill myself last year. I was in...
See? See? This is for the people that when you have something you think you don't need it and then you let it go. Sometimes this is happening. This will happen to you. This will happen to you.
Parental alienation through a separation in South Carolina separation law that my ex used everything he could to hurt me. And the holiday season was the epitome of hell because I was a stay-at-home mom and I was the magic of every holiday.
You mean that you had what most women dream to have?
See, she had everything that most women in this world dream to have.
That you were a stay-at-home mom who...
Yo, I got to give a shout out to HL Talk.
Husband was working his ass off so that you can live a blissful life.
So she had a good life. She was a stay-at-home mom. She didn't have to work. This man was out there hustling, working hard, struggling. Even though this man is out there hustling. What I'm saying, hustling, bruh. Hustling. Wasn't good enough for her. It wasn't good enough, because otherwise she was still she would still would have been in a relationship with this man. She's not. No matter how much he gave, it wasn't enough. No matter how much he gave, it wasn't enough. And sometimes from some of these women out there, no matter how much you give, it's not gonna be enough. It might be enough for a little bit, but it's not gonna be enough.
Out having to work, and you threw all of that away for some fantasy. Guys, this woman had it so good, but she blew it just because she thought that she was missing onto some magical stuff out there
True.
that might make her happy.
Yep.
Check it out.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm in a different stage today. Honestly,
Reality is kicking in for her. Slowly, it's kicking in for her, because she's gonna she's gonna realize that the life that she thinks she's going to live after leaving her man, no, boo boo.
have been having a great week, amazing week, and then all of a sudden today, my emotions, I had the craziest thoughts, and I wonder, does anybody else feel this way? Like, I feel like I've been mourning of the life I thought that I was going to have, and I'm kind of pissed at myself. I stayed in a marriage for 23 years and built up a family and my ex's career and everything, and we literally just got to where it was supposed to be everything we dreamed of. Like,
She was at the stage where it was time for her to enjoy her life with her man. Kids already grown. This is time for them to go on holidays, Bahamas, chilling, hotels, whatever, all kind of stuff that she wanted to have. But she thought, I'm going to have it before me and you reach that stage. And she left him. And guess now who's crying a river? I don't think he's crying a river.
owned a company making almost $1 million, and that was my breaking point, and I left it all.
Yo, this should be a lesson to all you women out there who think I can do better than without a man. I don't need a man. This should be a lesson to you. Like, listen to this woman. You have to learn from other people's experiences sometimes for you not to make the same mistakes.
And I'm not a person that is about money. I've kind of been in mourning of the, like, oh my gosh, like, I gave it all up.
Yes, you did.
Everything was around my family. So when
Yes, it
I
was.
chose to leave, I gave it all up. Like, all up. I had no...
You know what I think? Yeah, I think like she woke up one day, she packed all the stuff and she put everything in the bin and she walked away. She set her whole life on fire and walked away. She think, I'll be all right. I'll be fine. This is what independency, that feeling that most of you women have out there saying, I'm independent, I'm strong, and I'm comfortable, and I don't need a man, yada yada yada. If you have a relationship like she had with her man, like just think about this. Just think about this, ladies. So you have a husband, you have a man that you've been with for God knows how long. Maybe you met him when he was 18 or whatever. You two met each other. You've grown together. You got married. You have children. You have everything. You helped him build a company. You helped him establish himself in life. You helped him become the man that he want to be. And he only asked you, say, babe, I'm willing to do all of this hard work, everything to provide for you and our children. All I need from you is for you to stay home. And you agree to it and you say, you know what? Okay, cool. One of us need to give and take anyway. Because if it was me and my wife has had a better opportunity to make it and she tell me that she wants to move on forward, she want me to stay at home, I'd be like, okay, no problem. You do your thing. I stay at home. Know what I mean? I don't care. In the same time while I'm staying at home, I'm learning all the things. I'm doing like an online training of software developing, blah, 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 blah. Because I'm not just going to sit home and take care of kids. I'm going to do something to just in case. You know what I mean? I like to prepare for the worst. That's how I am as a person. Anyway, you build all this stuff for this person, with this man. You've established a beautiful life. You have a nice house, beautiful car, worked good. The company that you and your man built together is making about close to $1 million and all this stuff. All these things. Great. And then you have One day you wake up, maybe you listen to the wrong people, maybe someone whispers something in your ear, maybe the devil came and knocked on your door. Who cares? You decided to live your life, the life that you had. You decide to leave it, walk away from it, don't even look back. And then you say to the man, I don't want you. I don't want this. I don't want that. And then, as you think that your life is going to be beautiful and amazing and whatsoever in the future, everything starts crumbling down. You start realizing that you fucked up big time. Big time. But there's no way for you to go back. Now you just had to swallow the pill that you've already given to yourself and watch the doses happen. And watch yourself fade away in the fucking obese. Is it obese? Anyway, watch yourself disappear in the air, something like that. Yeah, disappear in the air. Let's use that. Let's go. Continue.
That the worst was yet to come in the 1 year of separation. And so it's weird because I find that I just thought today for a split second, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I thought,
that's reality knocking on the door. Hello? Who's this? It's me, Reality. What do you want? So, you know that decision you made about a year ago? Which one? The one where you left your husband and all this shit, and I told you, and you said that you are confident and you knew you could do it? Yeah? Well, I hope you're ready, and I hope you got your seatbelt on, because it's going to be a bumpy ride.
I should have just stayed.
Yes, you should have stayed, girl. You should have stayed with your husband. The fact that you sit here and cry about it, it tells me how much you loved your husband, and you didn't realize you had a fucking good life, a life that hundreds of thousands of millions of people were hoping to have, but you didn't want it. Like, sometimes you have to be real with these people. You can't do this shit and expect nothing to come from it.
Hey, it wasn't that bad. Like, you made it 23 years. You made 26 years total. Your kids are like college and one's almost out of high school. Like, you made it. Like, it didn't matter at this point. They can do their own separate life and all that. You made it to the point where you guys were making so much money and you had big houses and you could do whatever you want and you can relax. And I literally just called my friend and I was like freaking out because like I'm the biggest person that keeps me back. Like, I'm terrified. I don't have 401k. My counsel did not have my back. I was so traumatized when I got out and then terrorized for the next year that I couldn't even think straight to help the people that wanted to help me. And the people I entrusted to help me didn't help me. And there's just timelines that you can't stop. And so it is what it is. And, you know, I'm 47 years old. It's not like I'm 25. I'm healthy. Kinda. I have an autoimmune disease, which means it's life-threatening for the rest of my life. You know, things can change. But it's not like I'm an invalid and can't do anything for myself. But it is terrifying. Like, I could have stayed.
Yes, you could, girl.
I'm so mad that I think this way. I could have stayed. My life would have been so much easier.
Yo, you can hear the disappointment in herself. She's disappointed of the decision she made. You can hear it. It's sad. It's really, really sad because I always say nobody's perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. And I can't sit here and go like, I'm Mr. Perfect. Not perfect at all. You have to be able to live with the consequences of the choices that you make in the future. She is realizing that this is just the first stage of her feeling like this. Before she's going to feel any sense of happiness, she's going to go and feel way more than this. Every time. Let's go.
I could have just gone and done whatever I wanted. Kinda. I mean, I say that, and then I think as I say that, I'm like, but you couldn't. It's like so weird that my brain thinks that way. And I called my girlfriend and I told her, I was like, I probably should have.
She's got some personal demons in her that she's fighting with. I feel maybe it would have been best for her to sit down with her husband and talk to her husband. Maybe she did. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not there. We're not there. I'm just reacting to this video. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. Maybe if she would have sat down with her husband and tell her husband, maybe we need to go to therapy. Maybe we need to find someone to help us. I'm feeling this kind of emptiness. I'm feeling this way. I want our relationship to work. Please help me. help me. And if she had a good husband, he would have said, hey, it's okay. Let's do this. Okay. I'm behind you 100%. Let's go to the therapy you need. Let's go and do this before you throw your life away. But I don't know if she did that. But if what I'm seeing from her right now, it sounds like she didn't do it. And she just went through the shit that she went through and just live her fucking life. And now she's sitting in the car. She's realizing I had it all and I fucking burned it down.
I should have just stayed. It wasn't that bad. And she just started. She's like, Jenna, what are you talking about? Like, literally. And then I just keep thinking, I'm like,
she has mental issues. This woman has a lot of mental issues. She's talking to herself right now as if she's talking about somebody else, but she's talking about herself. She has fucking mental issues. Loads of mental issues. She needs help. She needs to sit down with someone so she can fight and talk about her demons in her. That's all I'm saying.
But I had a huge house and all my bills were paid for and I never had to think how they were going to get paid.
I have one rule, okay, in my household. She's always used to herself to pay all her bills and everything. She was so used to paying her shit herself until she met me and I took that responsibility away from her. And I don't know, maybe in her brain she thinks, oh shit, this actually is possible. It is possible for you as a woman to meet a man that's willing to pay for everything in the house, as long as you are willing to make sure that when he comes home, his life is a little bit easy. You know, because if your man is out there working his ass off under a tunnel, digging holes, this and that, his back is gonna hurt him, this and that. At least when he comes home, show him some love. Babe, let me massage you, this and that. Like, yo, make him feel like when he walks in his castle, which is his house, with you as his queen, that his queen is making sure that the king is being treated like a king. But if your man comes from work from a hard day and walks in the house, all you're gonna get is, yeah, my shit, your shit, blah, 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 you this, fuck you, this and that. That man is gonna be so unhappy, he's gonna fucking leave you. He's going to fucking leave you. If he comes home to you and all you do is nagging, sucking the life out of him, making him feel like a piece of shit, and even though he pays your bills, he pays everything, he does everything, and every night when he's going to bed and laying close to you, he's gonna resent you, hate you just because of the fucking way you treat him, it's your fault if he leaves you. It's your fault. And I'm not saying that happened with this woman here. I'm just giving it a 1-2 cents. For those of you who are out there who have a man, who you're nagging your man so much about every shit that he's not good enough, he doesn't have a good job, but his job pays the bills. He doesn't make enough money. He's not Chris Brown. No, but not Chris Brown is Chris Brown and he's he. You have to understand, like, your man is your man, Chris Brown is Chris Brown. You know, I am me and whoever else is whoever else. Take me for who I am. I mean, love me for who I am, and I will love you and take you for who you are. But don't think that just because you see all these famous people living their best life, spending money here and there, this and that, those people that you see who are famous, spending their money here and there, they're also unhappy. They feel the need of that emptiness with drugs. Most of the people in Hollywood who you see are famous and that, they all do drugs. Most of them. Not all of them, most of them.
Grass was cut, well, not the last year of separation. But, you know what I mean? All the basic things that keep the image up. And I gave up my entire image that I was trained to have for my family for 23 years. Like, I was the stay-at-home mom, and I made the image of we were the perfect family. I have beautiful children. They were dressed right. They, did top sports, like cheer and football, and went to all that stuff. And I was, the cheer mom and, did all that stuff and then did photography long enough to just give it all up when it was like right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so mad at myself because I'm not this way. I don't think this way. But it is hard to be a single female when you're 47, when your kids are out. It's not like I've little...
Oh, trust me, it is hard.
I always say,
If you're in your 30s, yeah, and you're a woman, and you're single still, and you have no one, and I don't talk about the woman that go like, I'm independent, I don't need no one. Those, they are delusional. Don't listen to them. If you are 30, in your 30th, I want to say when you're 20, in your 20, you still sometimes discover who you are, blah blah, and all that stuff. But when you're in your 30, and you say 35, and you're still single, no children, no husband, nobody, you need to sit down and think very, very hard about your life. Sit down and think very hard about your life, because it's not gonna be easy. Just to let you know, it ain't gonna be easy from there.
if I had little kids, this would be not even a question. Because
Your mind will be occupied with your children. You don't have little kids. Your kids are grown. You left their father for what? So you can do videos like this? So you can tell how fucked up you fucked up? How bad you miss your man? How bad you wish that you never did what you did? You're making yourself look like a fool, to be honest.
instinct comes in. I have to, my kids, I got little kids. I got to get them up for school. I got to get them to here. I got to get them to there. I got to go to work. I got to do that. I don't have that. I'm literally...
Because you don't have it, you just, like you said, you throw your life away. You did this to yourself. You did this to yourself.
The worst time of my day is after the gym at night when the house is quiet.
See what I say? Remember what I said? The worst time of the day is when she's alone at home at night, and she ain't got nobody to talk to. Nobody to ask her how her day was, how she's doing, what the hell. She has no one. I told you, that's when it kicks in. That's when her loneliness kicks in.
And silent, and I just am in my thoughts. And it's so hard. Like, I'm my own boss. If I don't go to work, if I get sick, nothing happens. And my general photography would just crumble. And I love what I do. I have a passion for it. I love it. But I'm in my head. Like, I'm literally in my head. And I'm booking shoots and I'm doing amazing. I'm so excited. But every time I think future and long run, I freak out. Because my future was right there. Like, it was solidified. Like, I was comfortable for the rest of my life. Maybe not mentally in my relationship, but financially, I was fine. And I gave it all up to be happy.
When she said she wasn't mentally there, she could have just gone and sit down and talk to someone about it. I told you that she's not mentally okay. This woman is not mentally okay. I'm not saying she's crazy. I'm just saying she needs help. She needed to talk to someone, because this video that she's doing is her crying for help. She's doing this so that somebody else who is out there thinking about doing the same shit she did, don't do it.
Maybe I should have stayed. It was stable in every other area but that. Is my mental health really that important? And then my friends remind me, they're yes. You're just in that crazy in-between stage. And I'm trying to work through it. I'm trying to work through the process. But it's terrifying. It's terrifying to start over at 47. But it's hard to know you gave away. My ex will probably never make less than $1 million every year. And I'm starting over. And basically as if I'm a 20-year-old again. And it just doesn't seem fair.
Do you think that it was fair for you to leave your husband of 23 years so that you can go be happy, or whatever that means? Your husband sucked it up and moved on, and now he is doing better than ever before. So you need to woman up and take responsibility of your actions. Now it's time for some sweet tears and more regrets to conclude today's story.
I'm trying to survive this year. I'm gonna be honest, the random things that trigger me are the craziest things. I'm sitting in my car, literally sitting in my car, trying to pull myself together because I did what any mom does, and I pulled an emergency drive to my daughter because she needed something, and drove an hour because she's at college to drop something off, and was just so thankful that I could do it for her and fit her in my schedule. And the littlest thing she said just triggered me, and this is the second time in a week that my child has triggered me without even meaning to. So we're getting ready to leave, and she's like, well, I'll be home.
because I'm going to be at the Clemson Notre Dame game because Dad's going to take us all. You think that's nothing, right? Like, nothing, right? And it instantly, like, she instantly saw a switch in me. And she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing, because, I don't talk about.
She realized when the daughter said, Dad is taking me, she realized that she's not part of the family anymore. She realized that whatever fun they're going to do, whatever fun they're going to have, that she's not going to be part of it. It kicks in quick. That's why she switched when the daughter said, oh, Dad is going to take us to this and this. She goes, yep.
I don't want her to worry. She's like, Mom, what's wrong? I was like, nothing. And I had to keep it together. Because last week, she said randomly, I was like, what are we going to do for Thanksgiving? This is my year to have Thanksgiving with you guys. What do you guys want to do? You want to volunteer? Do you want me to just cook at home? Do you want to go out to eat? Like, I'm literally like begging for them to give me any feedback, because last year my ex used every single holiday, even if it was my holiday, to be with my kids, to isolate me, manipulate them, to torment me, and everything he could with the South Carolina 1 year of separation law. And my lawyer did nothing.
Okay, so she left her husband. She destroyed his life. She felt like he needed to be peaceful and cordial with her. The laws are there. The man just used the law to show you how much you fucked up. So he's using the law at the time to show you messed up. You did this. You destroyed our family. You tried to take my children away from me, but fortunately we live in a state where the law is on my side. Like in UK here, where I live, like women have more rights in UK than a man has, right? We don't get punished for the same crimes. We don't get punished for the same shit. Like the woman can have the children. I mean, if you live here and you've had children like I do, you're gonna go through some of this bullshit sometimes. I've been there, done it. I'm still going through it, and every day's a rodeo. But you know what? The fact that I know that I can spend time with my children makes me happy. Makes me happy. I might not see them every day, but the times that I have them, I'm the happiest that I am, because I know that I'm still in their life, and So she should just be grateful that she still has them in her life, because if she was in a different state in America, and she would have used the power of the state to make sure that her husband or ex-husband don't see her children. I bet you.
And my children were used as weapons. So last week she says, oh, well, Dad said for Christmas we're going to go to Gatlinburg and be there for the holidays and do Dollywood. That man never once ever went to Gatlinburg or Dollywood ever in his entire life before he met me. That was where my family always went. I'm from Tennessee. That's something we always did. It was a bonding thing. And now that's what he's trying to do.
She didn't want to be polished, cleaned, put on the side, look beautiful, taken care of, given everything. She didn't want it. She wanted something else. She wanted her own life. She wanted her own boss. She's her own boss now. She's her own boss now. How's it going? How's it going being your own boss? You had a man that cared, that loved you, that did everything for you. You decided you don't want it. So he's not the one to blame for everything else that you're going through right now. This is your fault. You decided that you wanted this. Guess what? You have to sit in the train and get ready for that ride.
It's like he's taken every single tradition I've ever done and now turned it into his.
This man is spiteful. Her ex-husband, he is spiteful. That's my kind of man. He never did this shit before, but now that you left him, he goes like, okay, you want to play? You want to play? You want to play? Okay. Say hello to my little friends. He's spiteful as fuck.
Everything I've ever done. And the worst part, and the thing that triggers me, is that I'm screwed. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. There's no way to lie about it. Like, literally was screwed. Now I find myself triggered because during the hardest time of my year last year, of me literally trying to stay alive, me dealing with all the craziness of my ex, the lying, the alienation, him calling me a whore, him having my children call me a whore. Why? Not because I did anything bad, because I wore spaghetti straps and all that. And the only way that he could use my children against me was to say I was on social media. And in some ways, I'm not even helping myself because my brain is so stressed. I'm just trying to, like, don't keep dwelling on it. I keep telling myself, don't dwell on it. Just survive right now. Just get through it. Just get through the hot days. But there's a timeline. And if I don't do stuff by February 8th, I can never fix the situation. But if I don't survive now...
You did this to us. You break our family unit. It is what it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, she needed to get ready for the ride. Because it's not going to get pretty.
Mess mentally. So I'm trying, like, this is like crazy medium, and I'm trying to be happy and
you're not happy though.
Kids that, like, life can move on, but the random fucking triggers that have me sitting in a Quick Trip parking lot trying not to cry. Why? Because my ex has so much money. He makes more than $18,000 a month easily, or at least he did. He made almost $1 million the year before we divorced and then lied about it. He has all the money at his fingertips to do whatever he wants, to buy my children, take them on trips, take them on vacations. Why I literally had the bare minimum to pay my bills, on top of trying to restart a career because it was a hobby, because I was a stay-at-home mom. And just like he said, I wasn't part of the equation. I was not part of the equation the entire marriage, this man told me. My role in life was to be the mother of his children and to do anything that was needed for the family while he built his career. I was not part of the equation. So how was that marriage ever supposed to survive? When I was fully 100% in trying to make a marriage, a life, a family, and this man never included me in the equation. And then when it was done and I got loose and I tried to survive, that man had been plotting for over a year on how to make my life hell because he had all the money, all the control. And now I sit here with the triggers. A fucking trigger because he's going to the Clemson Notre Dame game with my kids. I can't just randomly for that. Hell, I can't even get them all in the same room at the same time. So I sit here. And I'm going to get through this trigger. I'm going to suck it up, Buttercup. And I'll move on. But it's not fair.
Yes, Buttercup. You suck it up, Buttercup.
It's not fair. I'm pissed. It's just not fair. And I don't understand how.
Now you can go be happy. Now you can go pursue your career. Now you can be a free and empowered woman. Nobody forced you to get a divorce. You wanted out of the marriage and you got it. There is nothing in life that is worth having that doesn't require some kind of efforts and sacrifices. Life is all about trade-offs and choices. Once you make a decision, you're gonna have to honor and live by it. That's it for today's video. But before we go, I would like to remind you to keep your head up, focus on your goals, and everything else will follow. I love you, and I appreciate you for all your support. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and share to help push this content to more men in need. I'm out. Peace.
If you have a pretty good life with a man and you're happy and it makes you happy, he does everything he can do for you. If you need to talk with your husband or your boyfriend, talk to him. Talk to him. Don't walk away from your life just because you feel depressed, stressed, These are all emotional feelings that you can talk about. Talk to him. Find someone to help you. Fix your shit. Fix yourself. Fix your relationship. Stay together. Don't walk away. Don't become this woman. Because you know what, yeah? She's not the only one. There's thousands and millions of us walking around right now, wishing and hoping that they never left their husband or their partners. Yo, anyway, this is another Clown Day. It's your boy Danny. See you guys in the next one.